Is working remotely career suicide? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I am here in Calgary to do a keynote on the future of management and leadership. You can see downtown Calgary there behind me. Really quick shout out to the folks over at Staples Business Advantage for making this episode possible. Staples Business Advantage is actually the B2B arm of Staples. We recently collaborated on a research project together that looked at the state of the workplace in 2016. So it's called the 2016 Workplace Index. And it looked at the state of the workplace in the United States and in Canada, surveyed a bunch of people, looked at technology, office design, health and wellness programs, etc. All sorts of things that are really interesting and important for attracting and retaining top talent. So if you want to get access to the report, it's free to download. There is the URL. Hopefully you can see that. You can just pause the video. go.staplesadvantage.com/workplace index 2016. My Warriors lost. The USA soccer team just lost to Argentina. So I'm not in a fantastic good mood, but it's okay because I think this is an important topic and I wanted to do a video about it. A couple of weeks ago, Jack Welch put up something on his LinkedIn page, because he's a LinkedIn influencer, of course, where he talked about working remotely and basically said it's career suicide. Now, it's not always easy to disagree with somebody like Jack Welch, but in this case, unfortunately, I have to very strongly disagree. Working remotely is career suicide if the organization doesn't have a culture of remote work. But it is not career suicide in organizations that accept and encourage and foster and believe in remote work. So I'll give you a couple examples. I recently met with Ron Storn, who's the VP of People over at Lyft, and we were having a conversation, and he said, a lot of the employees at Lyft work in the office. The majority of them show up to work into an office. Now they can choose the hours that they want to work. And of course, if there's an emergency, family issues and whatnot, and they need to work from home, they can. But our corporate culture is one where people actually show up to work and they work from an office. Now, in an environment like that, if you are an employee that says, you know what, I never want to show up to the office, I want to be remote full time, then yeah, chances are you might hurt your career progression. It doesn't mean you're going to get fired, but chances are if you try to go against the grain and against a corporate culture that is already embedded, you might not have as much success. Now, contrast that to organizations like IBM or to Cisco, where they actually encourage and support and believe in remote and flexible work. Employees actually have high-def video conferencing screens. I forgot the name of their devices, but they have these monitors with HD conferencing abilities in their homes. And so they actually encourage flexible work. Employees there don't have assigned seating. They don't have desks to show up to. So in that type of environment, you have a flexible work arrangement, a telecommute arrangement that actually works wonders. And I know plenty of people at those organizations that have been able to advance their careers. And that is because the corporate culture there embraces, encourages, fosters, and believes in flexible work arrangements. So again, I don't think we can make blanket statements like that where it's going to be career suicide or it's going to help or hurt you. I think it really depends on the organization. As with anything, anytime you go against what is sort of approved or acknowledged by the organization or the corporate culture that is created, you're going to have challenges. If everybody has one way of dressing and you keep showing up in shorts and flip-flops, that's going to cause problems. If everybody shows up to an office and you never want to show up to an office, yeah, that might cause problems too. So again, it depends on the organization that you're a part of. So we can't just make these blanketed statements saying it's going to be career suicide. I definitely do not think that is the case. Another thing that I want to point out is that there's a distinction between working from home and flexible work. Now, I'm all in favor of employees having flexible work arrangements, meaning that they choose when, where, and how they want to actually work. It doesn't mean that they are 100% from home or 100% in the office. It means that they get choice. And just any best practice for organization that I've seen that's implementing these types of programs is they have an open and transparent and honest conversation with their employees, and they structure this in a way that makes sense for everybody, not just for the employees or just for the organization. So I will stop there. Again, I don't think that working remotely or flexible work is career suicide. I think it is very much dependent on the organization and the culture that exists there. Curious to hear what you think about this. You can leave me a comment below, or you can say some wonderful things about the United States soccer team or about the Warriors. Words of encouragement, maybe for next season. That is also allowed. If you want to get access to more of these videos, you can visit thefutureorganization.com. If you want to sponsor a month of content, including videos like this, you can email me, jacob@thefutureorganization.com. And if you would like to subscribe to the newsletter, you can text the word future to the number 44222. And last but not least, make sure to check out the 2016 Workplace Index brought to you by yours truly and Staples. I think you will find a lot of value and interesting insight from that report. All right, that's it for me. I'm over my 5 minutes. I will see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.